this is an episode that we should have had a long time ago. Can I tell
That's
how
you
met?
preface it?
Huh?
That's how you prefacing it? Say who you are. Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions. It's an intro because we gotta be like,
this is Whoreible Decisions. She's Mandy, I'm Weezy. Now.
Well, I want to shout out because maybe we probably have listeners. Guys, we are joined today by two podcasters that are not only friends of the show, but friends of Weezy.
I would have loved to start saying that.
We're gonna get them on, but because there's new listeners, before we start, y'all, the raspy bitch voice is me, Mandy. For y'all hoes that don't know, the bitch with the braids, if you're watching on YouTube, that's Weezy. Can we at least introduce ourselves?
So she just did. Now, this episode should have happened a long time ago because I describe you guys as horrible decisions with kids.
Pretty accurate.
I've always felt that. Like, y'all, every time I even click and listen for a few minutes, I'm like, oh my God, this is me, but like with a baby. And like, really one of my favorite concepts I think I've ever heard. And I know I'm like piping y'all up and I know we're friends, but I just have never really heard of a more original idea. Like hearing your children it's just such an amazing show. And I'm not even I think kids are gross.
You gonna say? I mean, now you're getting into opinions. You gonna introduce them or not?
I just am so grateful for what y'all do. I just want to start by saying that because I really think it's a dope concept, and I wish more people.
So the dope concept that she's talking about. You guys,
that was amazing intro.
Their show.
I mean, well, I am, but can we introduce our guests? Hey guys, we have guests today from the Good Moms Bad Choices podcast. Go ahead and introduce your names and kind of maybe your personality on the show.
Okay.
What differentiates the two of you?
Hello there, everyone. That was amazing. Thank you, Weezy. I'm Milah. My personality, I would describe it as spunky.
Okay.
These are black girls, by the way. They're just from LA.
They're just they're from the West Coast. That's why they talk like
We're
that.
We're from the Valley. My nickname is Perky, and
why? Because you're tits?
Since when?
Okay, well, let me tell you since when, bitch.
I thought it was Fatty Catty.
It's also Fatty Catty. Okay?
I like that nickname.
I have plenty.
And you don't have to explain why.
I know, because it's self-explanatory, bitches.
She may even have a secret Instagram
Called Fatty Catty.
Are you serious? You have a Finsta? You be on there dropping the pussy pics?
No, but I need to start this year because I've been holding on.
I'm really considering my fans only page.
I know.
My fans only fans, bitch.
OnlyFans, whatever. Because I got nice feet too. Okay.
Yes, girl.
But you want them to be. You have a fucking Footopedia, don't you?
Someone started a wiki foot page for me.
Get the fuck out of here.
They update it like weekly.
Bitch, your OnlyFans could be lit.
I know. That's what I'm like.
So is that your nickname? Is that how you describe yourself? Pretty feet?
Footsies?
Hey, the foot hole was funny as fuck. That's what they're going to say.
And your name for our audience?
My name's Erica, and I would describe myself as feisty and judgmental.
Okay.
Great.
You are one of the first Blaxicans I've ever met, by the way. I didn't know they made black Mexicans.
In Florida, they don't have those?
I've never met.
That's more like they're more Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Yeah.
There's lots of Mexicans in LA.
I mean, I had a
that
homegirl
first
that was
taco pic.
Mexican that fucked black guys, but they never
That's
made a
not
baby.
the same.
There's a lot of babies being made by blacks and Mexicans. I mean,
In Cali.
Just come to that side of the fucking country.
there's so many of us over there.
So your show is Good Moms Bad Choices. What's it about?
Well, it's about a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly about being moms and not having to subscribe to this like archaic stereotype that once you give birth, you fucking morph into Martha Stewart and are baking cookies and shit and you don't have sex anymore. Erica and I are both single, so it's a lot about being single mom life, dating, fucking, mental health, spirituality, witchy shit. It's just, a mix of everything.
Witchy shit.
You into witch and shit?
Oh yeah, she does sacrifices and shit.
Oh my God.
Wait, what do you mean sacrifice? You don't sacrifice animals and shit? You be like drinking blood?
You just have to fucking throw me.
We did a whole episode about it. You can find it on the podcast.
I ain't gonna hold you. You do look like you could have been one of the actors on The Craft.
Right? Just the dark, the one that was the most
with the
evil
curly
one.
hair. Look,
No. She's the main one that freaked out. At the
Hold on, wait.
Oh, the one that freaked out at the end. Yeah.
I just gotta know. Did you sacrifice something for like dick or love? Was that the
I
sacrifice?
sacrificed something to cut ties. And they were pigeons. It wasn't like a goat.
Wait, it was an animal. Okay, girl.
And I didn't do it. My shaman did. And if you check out the episode with him, we talk about it. You sacrificed a what? That's what the episode is called.
Actually, that to cut cords.
No, bitch. I'm not killing an animal to cut cords.
Okay, what's the big deal? Let's think about it.
What's the big deal?
You eat animals.
Yeah,
First, I ain't just killing animals just to
I'm
see
not a
a dead end.
murderer. I like animals. Calm down, everyone. Okay.
I'll eat 'em.
Read the Bible. They was sacrificing shit, so it's spiritual.
Did you eat it after, at least?
No. No.
Oh.
No.
So
Who wants to eat a pigeon?
the sacrificing shit,
People
I
eat
saw
pigeons.
a lot of firsthand in Cuba, and it's so part of their religious culture. Like, and they're, I think, Catholic.
Like all religions
Sacrifice, but they
Weird,
had
yeah.
all them chickens' head was gone. And then I was wondering, like, oh, maybe the chickens are here because like this is where they cook them. And I'm like, okay, but I guess the body wouldn't be here still. It's just the head is gone. It was fucking crazy. But I learned a lot about sacrificial shit, and I was like, I'm definitely gonna kill something to get something.
Well, you don't actually have to do the killing. Like I didn't snap the necks of the pigeons. The guy did, and then he like put some blood on me, and that was to the extent.
This is the Caucasian one of the show, bitch.
Oh no, bitch! Erica's very Caucasian too.
What Caucasian shit does she do?
Child say shit like I was going on a date with this white guy.
What?
And I was like, oh my God, he's so white. He said he's making a res. And she's like, yeah, a reservation. I totally say res.
I do too.
Wait,
So you bitches are
normal.
white.
That makes me
no,
white.
I do not say rest.
I've never said let's make a res in my fucking
I just
life.
said it to her. I said I have a res at 8:45 for sure.
When I told her it was so white, she's like, what are you talking about? I say res all the time. I was like, oh, do ya? Who the fuck are you?
Don't make me pull your card.
No, bitch, that is
Don't.
as bad as saying fetch.
No, at least
Fetch is
reservation.
in.
It's just an
It's
abbreviation.
abbreviation. Rest.
It's
But
white.
she is. I wouldn't say too white. I would just say it's so obvious that you've like grown up in LA, and not even in an offensive way.
Why? 'Cause
Like
how we talk?
no. So I was in the car with Erica. I think where do we come? We came from Soho House, which makes it even more LA.
Oh,
But
God.
we're in the car, and she's dropping me off at my hotel, and she's like, "I can't. This is exactly why I don't do Beverly Hills. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. It's like they have no regard. They just can't drive here, and I'm over it."
It's true.
They can't drive anywhere in Los
You know what
Angeles.
it is? Because I feel like I'm a New Yorker at heart because I fucking hate driving. I just want to be driven everywhere, and I'd rather take the subway than sitting in traffic.
Nah, I'd
Beverly
rather
Hills.
I'd
I'd
rather
rather
be
sit in
moving
traffic.
too. What would you rather sit in traffic or be stuck or be moving on a subway?
Subway.
My phone died yesterday on the subway, and I'm like, this sucks. The
Now,
fuck?
I like, and I'll actually when I commute in New York, I'll look on my app to see like the time it's going to take in a car, time it's going to take in a
Me
train,
too.
and if it's quicker on the train, like my nigga, I'm finna hop on the train.
Yeah,
Like,
that's because y'all have traffic and shit.
we have a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Like you could go 4 miles and it's going to take you 45 minutes.
That would drive me nuts.
I still think LA traffic's worse though.
Oh, LA traffic's stupid.
No, I don't know if it's
I'd be
worse
like,
than New
where's
York.
the subway? Can we get a?
Then we need a subway.
There's no option to have
We
a
need a
subway.
private jet. This is some bullshit.
That's why I don't leave the valley.
That's why I don't leave
To
the
the
valley.
valley.
That's why I don't leave the valley. I don't.
My fucking God.
I don't.
Yo, can you tell me the blackest shit you guys have done lately then? With your black asses?
Interview Sean King.
Oh, that is black as
That's
fuck.
black
oh,
as
and you
shit.
invited and interviewed him with his wife, right?
We did, yeah.
That's
Shout out to
Nice.
Sean King.
That's the
Ray.
blackest thing we've done lately.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But we are.
We're very black.
I mean, these braids look new. That's a black thing to do.
Look, I'm not gonna prove my blackness. But you light skin, we light skin. We all light skin, okay?
This all Israeli bitch here talking about what's the blackest thing you've done lately, bitch.
Don't do me home.
What's the most Jewish thing you've done
I'm
lately?
gonna let you know right now, Mila, I got pigeons all around my house.
So let me not fuck with you then. You went to Cuba, got some moves down. I don't want no trouble.
Well, Wheezy went ahead and compiled some icebreakers for you guys. So when we have guests, we like to kind of break the ice a little bit. Although I don't think we need to with y'all hoe asses. But she got some cute ones. So the first icebreaker for you guys, and these are really only gonna pertain to y'all. We can't really answer them because we ain't got kids. Okay. So the first icebreaker is: have you ever had sex with your kid in the bed?
No.
Oh, bitch, that pause. Wait,
How old?
She was asleep.
No. Wait, are you serious? How old was she?
She was a baby. I mean, okay. First of all, let me say this. I think Erica's lying.
I'm not lying. You know I don't bring people around I've only brought one person
I'm
around
just saying, what
Irie.
about the dad?
No.
Okay, well,
Oh.
it was the dad.
Okay.
It was the dad.
It was the dad.
It was the dad of that baby, and
No. Irie, no.
And in the beginning,
he wouldn't have done that.
in the beginning, there's some adjusting that has to happen. You know, you just become a mom. You're like, oh shit, there's things I need to change.
You know what made me add that in?
It takes time.
That question in when I first read about someone doing this. I was reading a book
It
and I was
sounds
like,
terrible.
that's disgusting. And then I was talking to one of my friends about it, and she was like, bro, she's like, you have no idea how hard it is to put my kid to sleep. And she's like, even sometimes moving, like she was like, I could fucking leave the room and like, bam, it's over. She's like crying all day. And baby, okay, I was thinking about, and I'm like, well, if it's on the other side of the room.
I don't think it's disgusting.
You got a California
you got
king?
here that way. The fuck?
You got a California king?
It was a California king, actually.
Okay.
Actually, that big ass bed that was the only good use of it because it took up the whole goddamn
The
room.
only good use was I got to fuck while my child was
No.
like.
You can't walk and talk.
At least it's her daddy. Okay.
You know what the craziest thing is? I've never said this on any of our episodes.
Because I didn't know about that.
Consciously, because I was like, that sounds. I've judged myself.
Well, we getting you out there.
Okay,
I'm
well.
not judge you. I actually think it's fine.
Okay, good. Because it happened.
I'll agree to disagree on
Wasn't my greatest moment, but shit happens and she's fine.
She's not going to remember it.
She's alive.
I mean, until she gets old enough to listen to this
Right,
episode.
great.
Oh, God.
Has your kid ever found one of your sex toys?
Yeah, and you just lie and say it's a tool.
What
tool?
what sex toy? What sex toy?
It's like a pink eye vibe or like one of those one of those Doc Johnson
It was an
pink
apple,
ones,
the
like with a little,
vibrator?
like a rabbit, like kind of like one of these. She's like, Mom, what's that? And like, it's mommy's tools. Fixes things.
Fix it.
Fixes things.
That it does.
Sure, it fucking does.
Has Irie found anything?
Irie has not found me. I'm a good hider. You know what I was thinking though, because as a kid, I went through all my mom's shit like all the fucking time. And
Yeah.
I was thinking like, it's about time I have to start like hiding things higher. Like up higher, because I just leave it right in the drawer, my underwear drawer behind. I know my housekeeper should be seeing all my shit, my butt plugs, all the shit.
Yeah.
But no, Irie has not yet.
Irie and Luna, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and the last icebreaker is, what is the one major change about yourself since becoming a mother?
Everything.
Well, I guess you don't bake. You mentioned that.
Huh?
You should mention. You said
No bake. I will never bake.
I'm more empowered. I feel like fuck you, get out of my way. You know, like I'm a mom. Do whatever I want. Can't tell me
boobs are
shit.
bigger. And
That is the big.
My boobs are
I
smaller.
have a scar over my pussy.
Oh, you had a C-section.
I did, and I do. I feel more empowered too. I don't have time.
I feel like I'll never really
And I'm
know
single
that
now.
superhuman.
That's
human
a major
feeling.
change too.
What
I'm
is?
single since having a baby.
Yeah.
Dub, a friend of the show, said to me once that she didn't use an epidural when she pushed her baby out, and I'm like, why? And she's like, the fucking slaves did, and I wanted to feel my son come out of me. And
I can appreciate that.
that to me was like, first of all, I think no man could really even like, I wanted to, no fucking way. Like, have you seen the videos of men when they experience pain? They put those little things on them.
Pussies, no.
Like
They are
they try
pussies.
to
That's not
simulate
appropriate. That's not the appropriate word to describe them.
contractions.
They're
They're
dicks.
dicks.
They're dicks.
Because
There we
pussies
go.
are clearly strong.
Yeah. True.
You're right.
Can take a
How the
pounding.
fuck does that shit bounce back into shape? It's so crazy.
Because we're magic.
Science.
It's
Yep. Magical science. That's how.
We are magic. There's a lot of moisture happening. It's like a cut on your tongue.
it's a muscle, right?
and a muscle.
Yeah, and elasticity. Like my boobs, they're not like I breastfed for hella long, like 2.5 years, and like the nipples are kind of look like, but the boobs for the most part are back.
What do people say about how long you breastfed? Like, at one point,
Oh yeah, like she's too big. Blah 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 blah.
Was she
blah.
biting you though?
If she would like fall asleep, I would get scared that she's gonna clench her teeth. So I'd like, you figure it out.
what made you do it so long?
I'm an all natural type of bitch, and also I opted not to immunize her, and I feel like natural immunization is from my titty, from God himself or herself. So that was my motivation.
Mila, you're an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
think about
And
that.
don't you?
How did your child get into
I know. I
school?
don't care. I mean, oh girl, I got a special doctor.
For what?
I have.
Can you look at Mandy's face right now?
Because so I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like it's I've had this conversation before because so there was a child in New York that died of the measles because of a mother who believed in not vaccinating her
Wow,
child.
that's so.
And so to me I feel like it's kind of a irresponsibility and a harm to society to not go through with doing that now, knowing that like I mean we have shit out here and they require you to even start school with these shots for a reason.
Let me school you a little bit.
Go ahead. I ain't got no kids, but
I know, girl. That's what I'm about to tell other peoples. So, like, compared to when we went to school, there's like 3 times as many vaccinations as there was then, which I think is sus. Measles. I mean, I didn't hear about that case, but like that's been not around for a very long time. I'm black. I don't trust the government. I don't trust pharmaceuticals. I didn't mix that shit up myself. You came straight for God through my pussy. I think you're cool. And there's like the syphilis experiment in Alabama when they just were giving niggas syphilis because they wanted to see what would happen to black people. So no, me and the pharmaceutical companies and the government of the U.S., I don't trust you because of slavery. So I don't want to just because this nigga in a white coat who paid a lot of money to go to school told me to do it, I'm not going to just be like, sure, no problem, Bob. Because I think people would like to say, there's this fear you might contaminate other people. But the truth of the matter is vaccinations right now, bitches, we ain't vaccinated no mo.
How would you feel about a coronavirus vaccination for her?
I don't do vaccinations.
Period.
I don't unless we're traveling out of the country and they're mandatory, then we'll do it. And now she's older. I mean, if I had to consider if we're traveling, maybe, I feel like she's more they try to literally shoot your baby up as soon as it comes out your pussy.
Right.
The bitch just came from God. She's cool. Like I you can't convince me like that you can inject something that's irreversible in my child that I did not mix up myself. I didn't even see the nigga mix it up. I don't even know what's in the shit. Nobody asked for an itemized copy of that shit because everybody just believes what they're spoon fed.
I have a feeling about so I'm gonna vaccinate my kids unless I live in Europe. I feel like the intensity of American drugs, you're right, is absolutely fucking insane. Mm-hmm. And I think that the immunization, I'm always fucking sick. And I've had every fucking flu shot, all of that shit.
Me too.
I don't necessarily always believe in it, but I do know that it's more rampant in children and elderly people here, like the common colds and the flus and chickenpox and not measles, but just shit like that. But I've also read a lot of stuff about vaccines with giving kids autism and
there's mercury in that bitch. There's formaldehyde. There's all these things.
And I do just because I like fact checking. And I know you live on the other side of the country.
Okay.
But measles has been around. There's actually real quick, New York City has declared public health emergency since 2019. There's been 285 cases of measles that's been reported in Brooklyn and Queens since October. And by the beginning of May 2019, 423 confirmed cases of measles have been reported. And
there's 11 million people here.
Okay,
that's people here.
Perspective.
Wait. And also, I know you guys are aware, and this is not going to be probably Googleable, but there's this secret very high-end doctor that all he's been a whistleblower, and he meets with all the celebrity parents to tell them not to they're joining together forces. And basically he said that I gotta text my friend and see his name. He said that just in any vaccination they put a portion of the virus in it. And he said a lot of these measles outbreaks that they're trying to make crisis to shame parents like myself are from the vaccine.
I would believe that.
The fact that they put, so some of you know I have an egg allergy. I talk about it on the show. It's gotten to the point where it's almost starting to hinder my everyday life. It's actually getting worse. Getting food doesn't have egg is fine, but I broke out in a rash from touching something that had mayonnaise on it. It was crazy. And it was almost on my face. It got really high up, and I had a show that day, and I was freaking out. So been Googling how to get rid of it. And this doctor was like, well, we basically have to shoot you up with some eggs. And that's not literally all eggs, but a little bit of it.
I thought you were going to say breast milk.
It's something that starts with a
probably would work.
It's some word, whatever is in egg. I can't remember what it is, but anyway. And he's like, and you probably will, get an allergic reaction. You may have a respiratory issue, but it has to go into the point where you just get used to it.
You build immunity to it, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really know how much I feel sick just to not, that shit is wild to me. The fact that you have to shoot me up with it.
Yeah.
I vaccinated my daughter. I don't know.
And you know what? And the thing is, it's fear-based either way. You're scared to get the shit. You're scared not to get the shit.
And I agree with that because, it's funny because, there's a lot of questions about even me. I know people are going to be like, oh, so you'd vaccinate, but you don't believe in science. But I do agree.
You don't believe in science?
Well, a little bit with you as far as, to me, there are a lot of things that are perceived to us just based on government spectacles and what they want society to believe. I was even listening to The Brilliant Idiots recently, and Chris Morrow got on there and talked about even the coronavirus. The government has only told us of what they want to, even about who's been infected, who's died. So just to the point of science, I do believe that they tell us the things that they want us to tell us.
And they'll go to extreme measures to prove their point.
This is America.
Right.
The corona
they'll
scare
kill a few motherfuckers
is kind of getting
just
on my
to prove
nerves a
their
little
point.
bit. I know that I'm going to speak in turn from when I don't know. We could be dead by the time the way they're acting. This is going to happen. But I know recently I just saw something, and we're recording this just so you guys know, probably a week and a half before you'll hear it. I already know New York is going to hit this week because it's in Connecticut or Rhode Island or somewhere.
It already hit Manhattan. There's one case in Manhattan now.
So I'm gonna be real. I'm not that freaked out, only because SARS was more deadly. There's been 82,000 cases. Only 2,000 people have died, and they're mostly elderly or children.
Zika
Or had
we black, so we good. They said African people not gonna be in touch.
It's the only place it's not at.
It's from the droplets of a cough or sneeze, and it has to touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. It's not airborne. So it's crazy because when I was on the plane, I was like, wow, more people should be wearing gloves than the mask even, because it's contracting to your face.
Which is why they're saying wash your hands, don't do sanitizer. Because sanitizer is antibacterial, but the coronavirus is actually a virus. Virus is not bacteria.
So we're not protected.
Right, all this shit. I don't know. That's what they're saying. I don't fucking know.
No, it's like certain STDs. Like, that's why medicine, it's like not all in one. You know what I mean?
I read something that was quite funny. They said that there was 200,000 cases of the coronavirus, and we're sitting here having a goddamn uproar, but over 200 million people have died from HIV.
Right.
And nobody wants to wear condoms.
And no one wants to wear condoms. So in real life, what the fuck?
Everybody will be fine without that goddamn mask.
You know, I think people are more concerned over this virus than what they have been over AIDS that has literally captured tons
My dude watches the news before he goes to work every morning, right?
No, it gives me anxiety.
I swear to God, we were crying laughing because this woman on CNN, dead ass to the camera, was like, so, yeah, it's pretty much going to hit the East Coast soon. I would suggest everyone get canned goods, get your water stock up. And I'm like,
goddamn zombie
in China,
apocalypse.
the roads are clear. People have been told to stay in their houses. There's been a lot of
business has stopped.
the stocks are fucked.
They're not even letting goods be exported from China over here. Like, even
do you know how much has fucked up my AliExpress?
I was about to say.
Let me just tell you guys, no bullshit. For those of you watching on YouTube, I normally buy, a lot of y'all asked about my braids, like, oh, is it human hair? Yes, I get bulk hair from AliExpress because I don't want the synthetic braids because I leave the hair out. I was just shipping hair to go on vacation this week, and I can't get any fucking shipments from China. So last minute, because I already had the appointment, I had to buy packed hair, okay? My hair is so fucked up, and it's been 3 days. I can't even brush it from this fucking pack. I miss China so much. I swear to God. I'm like, bro, I'll rinse it myself. Give me the hair.
Are y'all eating from the Chinese restaurants? Y'all good on that?
Yeah,
I wonder if
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought about it, bitch.
Now,
You like them chicken wings.
People have been talking shit, like, don't
Well,
go
now
to
there's all this xenophobia going around, too.
Which is not cool. I mean, first of all, we're in fucking America. Again, with the fear. Am I going to be fucking tripping out? No. If it gets me, it's my time to go. Shit.
because they're saying, because no one knows, rumors, I'm on the Washington Post, Chinese food in the era of coronavirus. Rumors and reports that the virus may have been contracted by eating exotic foods in China.
So
Bat soup.
So basically, what they're saying is, they were like lab testing animals, and so in the U.S. you have to get rid of those animals the right way. What they're saying is there were animals that were being lab tested, and instead of getting rid of them, they were still selling them on the black market to be consumed. And so what happened is these lab tested animals were consumed, and that's how it started.
No, bitch, you didn't hear about it.
Story.
They found the scientist at Stanford, a professor that was at what part of China did it originate from?
I don't know about Guangzhou.
No,
I used to have a nigga that used to go there.
Guangzhou is a business district.
Yeah, he did business. A little African used to be like, "You want to come to Guangzou, bitch?" I was like, "What is that to do with Guangzou?"
Guangzou. It's I went through the airport.
It's something with the H, like Henzhou.
There's an H in there.
Okay.
Oh, bitch.
Hey, they don't want us to stop talking about these Chinese people. The fucking mic
They
just came.
definitely made this shit too.
Apparently it's man-made, and it's and a professor.
So is AIDS. All this shit is man-made.
That's
That's
what
why I
I'm
believe in
saying.
science. Y'all hoes just mix shit together and then
But
infect
science
us.
is a man-made.
Yeah, but they don't know it. it don't mean it's right. It's killing people.
That's why I don't believe in science.
You know, duh.
You didn't vaccinate your children? The fuck?
No, while Weezy gets her mic fixed, if y'all are watching us on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our vanilla shit. This is actually a cool conversation as we have 4 women talking here. We just had our fairy hoe mother, Tay, that was on, and this conversation got brought up. We were talking about the Get Money Gut. Weezy from SheKnows.com found an article that says chubbier men may just do better with women than fit ones. If you think sexy model men are the ones who get more women than anyone else, you might want to think again. A new study says with the infamous dad mom actually has more lifetime success with money than hard body hotties. As it turns out, women aren't looking for Mr. Hard Body Trainer Dude anymore. They are looking for a comfortable, tallish man who is not too fat, not too thin.
What is tallish?
I don't know. It says tallish, bitch. I don't know. I guess 6
Over
foot.
5'10"?
5'11".
I was gonna say just 6 foot, and them niggas
No,
really be
6
5'10".
foot is tall.
Nah, 6 foot. Them niggas really be 5'10". Especially in New York, they wear Timbs.
You're right.
Definitely. The study comes from New Chapman University study and was published in the journal Evolutionary Psychology. It looked like any other study when it comes to height. However, men who are relatively tall may be preferred by women because taller height is a cue to dominance, social status, access to resources, and heritable fitness, leading them to have more mating opportunities and sex partners. But the surprising part is that men who are considered quote-unquote overweight tend to have more lifetime sex partners than men who are fit and trim, which means that somewhere along the way, women really did not decide we like someone with a little bit. Women did really decide that they like men with a little bit more meat on their bones. I wanted to ask you two ladies, because I am not one of these women in the studies. I want to either count your ribs or count your abs. That's it.
Okay.
Count your ribs.
Yeah, I'm cool with the little skinny niggas that I can count their ribs. I liked Wiz before he put on the weight. So
You want a few.
yeah, I'm cool with thinking.
Wiz.
I'm thinking of.
Oh, no.
I'm the one that feels like
That was a bird chest.
I'm cool with
I
it.
hear what you're saying with like lean. I love that. Actually, I prefer soccer and basketball players for a body type. But the bird chest he had?
Sometimes,
He ain't no bird
Yes, he did.
sometimes those bird chassis niggas be having big dicks.
to their knees, bitch. It's a third. It's a fucking kickstand.
Also,
That's fine. I
also
want-
short guys also be having big
So
dicks.
I don't
Short
even,
guys do be having big
I
dicks.
don't venture to
So
find
I'm a
that.
heightist for sure,
Same.
but I've recently may have changed my mind
Okay.
because I found a nigga that is short and has
What is short?
5'9".
Okay, that's
Oh,
short.
that's really short.
The guys listening to this are probably like,
You
these
bitches.
I know, sorry.
But also, I don't
Okay,
discriminate.
don't call me a bitch because I said I changed my mind. Okay, motherfucker, look.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6". He's 5'9".
So I wear heels. So like
Okay.
I don't really want to be taller than my nigga. And I was with someone for 7 years that was 6'2". So and then my father's 6'3". Every man in my life has always been tall. So I equate that with what like I think of a man.
Right.
And but recently, actually, I've had 2 experiences. Actually, I think my R&B bae is actually even shorter than that.
Oh shit. Any nigga that can sing
Gotta
over
ride with
top
my
5'9".
gun.
but-
No
but-
safety.
but-
That's the shortest
You can put
R&B
it
nigga. I know.
Have you ever had anyone sing to your pussy?
No, what'd he say?
He's saying to your pussy.
Vibrate, like his mouth
Let me
vibrates.
give you the mic.
No, I want you to give me your hand. Give me
Okay.
your hand because this is what he did. I couldn't believe it.
I want to make sure they hear this.
Okay, come on.
I feel like I'm getting my fucking palm red.
Get that nigga to not hum on your pussy, bitch.
Why does it sound like a Negro spiritual?
Because it is. A Negro spiritual.
okay, I'm not even doing it
No,
so well.
that is a sex tip well known humming during blowjobs because of the vibrations.
Okay, but it
She's
wasn't.
not
But,
lying.
but it's not a
on your
blowjob.
clit. He hummed on your clit,
But,
bitch.
okay, so I did it. We fucked one time, and I was like, "Did this really just happen? Like, what the fuck?" And then he did it again recently, and he's perfected it even more. And like, he does more things, and the shit is as strong as a vibrator, bitch.
Wow.
As strong. Like it was amazing. And
So,
he's 5'8".
so okay,
and-
both of y'all. Okay,
Both of
so-
them be like,
So you
in the
guys
middle of
prefer
it.
maybe above, like, or average height men, but what about
Previously, I
the
preferred
chubsters?
Okay, so chubster. I normally am attracted to lean, tall men.
Okay.
I have slept with a chubster before, and I didn't like it. To
Why?
Be honest. I feel like I'm shaming, but like
I mean, it's your preference.
I just felt like there was a lot of belly on my belly, and it was just like there was a lot of sweat. He sweat on me.
Oh my God.
I'm not
I think
doing
the
that
sweatiness is
There was
good.
droplets.
But skinny niggas be
Skinny niggas sweat
sweating
too.
yeah.
'Cause I don't fuck
Yeah,
with
they do.
athletes.
I like the space.
My baby daddy was
I like the-
sweating
I
on
like
me.
the space. Like I like to.
My sugar daddy was sweat.
No, my baby daddy.
Oh, I thought you
No, but
said
I like
sugar.
to see what's happening. So like I can't see.
yeah.
I like to see what's happening too.
Right, and I can't do that if your stomach's in the way.
What about you?
Oh, thank God! Can you light that shit?
I'm
please?
working on it. Wait, big niggas love
You?
little bitches.
They do.
They will come find me in the club.
Jamila's 98 pounds, by the way, to give you perspective.
Literally,
A healthy 98. I know everybody's like, oh,
No, Jamila got booty.
she has a body for a tiny girl, and it's so.
I'm so happy you agree because I was like, I'm thick, bitches. I don't know what anyone else is talking.
you are not.
Okay, I'm Mandy. You didn't get a clear. You didn't get a. You didn't get a clear of the back shot. Okay, don't worry. I'll show you later.
You petite.
I'm curvy. Okay, curvy petite.
Okay, there we go.
I don't like discriminate. I prefer like an athletic body. I want to look at you and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit on that, and that's like abs and all. I mean, also I don't want someone super skinny. Like I'm skinny, you're skinny. We're gonna start a fucking fire. You know, like
That makes sense.
even with women, like you need to be thicker. You need to be thick, kind of a thick girl, because what the fuck are we gonna do together? You know what I mean?
Slap something.
And
See, that's where I would prefer. So I like thicker women. So in terms of like the women that I've had fun with, they've been either my size or bigger or just very curvy. I also deal with women who have fake bodies. So I'm cool with a whole lot of ass, like titties. Like I love thick women, but I do prefer like my men to be slim
I've
as
never
fuck.
slept with somebody with a fake ass, or even really got a great grasp. Like I've never had.
I don't want to do that. I'm
maybe
cool
a
on the
strip
fake.
club.
I've definitely touched some fake asses at the strip club, but I've never hooked up with a woman with a fake
Yeah,
ass.
so
I'm not into
I have
that.
some like I've had sex with good fake asses and bad fake asses.
What's
Like,
a bad one? Is
so-
it like
so-
surgery or shot?
Is it
No.
distracting?
So the
That's a great question.
I just want to know.
So actually most of the women I fucked have fake asses.
What are you, a man?
Yeah, but so I like when they move like a lot.
I
or
think
they're,
a
like,
lot
really
of people
jiggly.
would like when an ass can move.
Yeah, so I had it was during a threesome when I lived in Miami. So I was like 20 years old. And I was fucking a guy who worked on the beach with me, and so he fucked mad bitches. He was like, you want to have a threesome? And he like knew how to make me squirt. So I was like, yeah, let's have a fucking threesome. Cool. So when I got off work, I used to bartend down there, and he brought this chick over, and she looked nice. Definitely, visibly a fake body because she was slimmer, but her ass was like, okay. So like when we went to have sex, like, and I went to eat her pussy and went to grab because she said her ass was hard. Like it literally was hard to where it didn't. It almost is. Almost like, you know, them stress balls where you know they're hard, but it's like it wasn't like a jiggly,
too
soft.
firm. Too
yeah,
firm.
it was too firm, but you could it was like a fake firm, not an athletic firm.
Goldie Cox.
And I was just like, it turned me off feeling that she didn't feel like a natural woman. Like I know girls that have gotten their bodies done and it still just feels very soft and it jiggles and it's fun.
So she was botched.
Yeah, it had to be a botched job.
The few asses that I've touched that are fake were cold. Is that a thing?
Cold?
Maybe the AC was on.
Oh, like no blood flow?
Oh my god,
No
that's kind of
way.
scary.
They felt cold. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Was the AC on?
Maybe they were naked.
Y'all got
You know
central
what's
air in
something
LA?
weird? When people want to touch fake titties and like a girl ever asks me, this is how they touch it. They tap my titties. They take two fingers. No one really, they're like so scared to grab it, which I don't understand.
Mine aren't real either. So
But-
they always go like this.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like people always just
tap?
like, they're like scared. I had a great compliment last night though. The girl that I slept with when I was in the shower, I heard her ask my dude, are her tits fake or are they real? And I was like, I just love it when you're not sure. That lets me know that Dr. Greenberg fucking did it
Did his
right.
job.
That's the best compliment you could have for fake anything. Weave, nails, lashes. Are those yours?
Yep.
Yes, they are,
Yes,
ma'am.
absolutely.
Oh, so we got through our vanilla shit. Our hors d'oeuvre is our new segment where we serve you up a sex tip every week. We just talked about humming. I want to know the best sex tip, if it's single or collectively, that you guys have ever had told to you.
Had told him,
Or like
we've done, or like
we've done, best sex tip you have, best one that's passed down from a former hoe, or
I mean that humming shit was that.
Does it mean someone's done to us or sex tip
any
we've done?
best sex tip that you give our listeners.
Oh my God, when I hear this fucking shit someone told me in high school and I was doing it for like 12 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
The alphabet?
This guy, 12 years, that's like now. Last week. This guy told me, don't spit it out. It's disrespectful.
Oh, he is.
I like swallowing them.
He's an asshole.
Well, now I do too because I've been doing it for 15 years thinking it's goddamn disrespectful if I don't.
Oh, he said it was
Oh, now he's
disrespectful to
tripping.
spit?
To spit it
Oh,
out.
he
was
got
like-
you, girl. He got you, sis.
Just been over here.
Swallowing even when you didn't want to?
I started to stop when I realized that was a lie. It's not true.
It's funny because it pertaining to oral, I had an African that I used to deal with, and he actually did not let me suck his dick because he
What
said,
is that? Is
What?
that because I just have a question because
Oh, did the same thing happen to you?
Yes, recently.
he said that he had all these feelings for me, but he's African. He has feelings for every woman he's with. He's married. Like, nigga, okay, sure. But he said that, like, and I remember trying to go, and he was like, "Stop! What are you doing? Don't suck my dick because I don't disrespect you. And if you suck my dick, that means I have no respect for you if I let you suck
I've
my
heard
dick."
a guy say that.
Yeah, so he literally would not let me suck his dick because he said it means that he doesn't respect me as a woman.
Well,
And
listen.
I was like, well, okay.
There's a bitch listening to this.
I won't suck a dick.
Right
Did he
now.
eat your pussy?
That's
He
confused.
didn't eat my pussy, and he only fucked me missionary. He would not fuck me from the back.
sounds terrible.
Girl,
This
but
sounds
he
like a
paid, so
nightmare.
it was fine.
Okay, but
You're just like,
well,
boring
that's
sex
fine.
it
At
will
least you got
be.
something out of
Was
it.
that your same excuse from the
No, mine was medical.
No, wait, please. No, you can't. You need to elaborate.
Wait,
'Cause
elaborate.
This was alarming to me.
This man said that you couldn't
Well,
suck
now,
his dick.
okay, but now that I think about it more, I'm scared. I'm embarrassed and actually like.
Do you want me to tell him for you? Do you
Yeah,
want me to
sure.
What are you,
tell him?
TMJ?
Okay, no, so I met this guy and he told me that he doesn't like head, like he doesn't like to get head, and I was like,
Receive it.
yes, and I was like, why? And he was like, it just doesn't like go well with my pH balance. And I said, okay, what's with your pH?
He said he has a
balance?
condition.
He said he has a condition. It's called what the fuck is it
I don't know,
called?
some immunity
Where something where like, his
deficiency.
body starts attacking itself because the saliva sends a message to his penis that
Now
there's something
you know
wrong.
what's crazy?
No, wait.
No, but I fucked with a nigga with an immune deficiency.
you didn't-
But he let me suck his
You
dick.
didn't hear the rest of it.
Wait, so
however,
then he said that a few days later he'll be itchy and it won't be good. But so he said, but you can lick my ass and my balls.
asshole.
Wait, your saliva could be on his asshole, which mind you,
It's more
it's
absorbent. The mucus membrane.
And once it gets in the asshole, like that's where a lot of things can go on in your anus. So he was willing to let you lick his ass and his balls, but not the shaft. of his
Niggas are
dick.
trash.
The deficiency. It wouldn't go well with his pH.
Wait, maybe his pee hole. He thought that's where his.
That might be his portal for his autoimmune disease. The portal for his disease was specifically in his urethra.
So when we actually had sex, I was like, I don't think this is true. Like, I'm not, what the fuck? Like, I'm really good at this. Like, you want this, trust me. So I licked my hand and I went down. He was like, don't do that. And I was like,
Oh my God.
And then he was like, and he put the condom on and I was like, well, do you get head through it, over with the condom on? Which I don't like that. You guys do.
We talked about that.
I don't want to taste that.
I know we should.
Not unless we're working at the shop.
right?
Yeah,
Listen,
like,
if you share blunts, I say this all the time when niggas act like they're so fucking disgusted at like kissing a bitch after sucking dick or like you share blunts.
Yeah.
it's your dick. If you're concerned, then I don't need to put it in my mouth.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why
You didn't wash it today.
I don't even want to suck the dick of a guy who won't let me suck his dick then kiss him.
No.
Or spit in his mouth.
that's so
like
dumb.
I want someone to
No.
you need to be and if you won't let me kiss you after I suck your dick, I'm not sucking your dick.
Period.
Well, that lets you know what he won't do for you. He's not
That
gonna
too.
please you. Anyway, but
Say that.
I don't want to be told no at all.
So I'm not done with my story. Though.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
more?
Well, I'm gonna tell you because now, oh God, this is really bad. But I put the condom on and then I was like, well, you need to experience this. Maybe you'll change your mind.
This bitch is this ad right now for that mouth. Wow.
I know. This is like I don't have a lot of skills, but this is why.
I have a lot of skills, but this is a good one. So I did that, and then I was like, I don't want to do the shit. Like, felt weird in my mouth, whatever. So later on, after we were done, I was in bed with him, and I was like, oh my God, does he have an STD? Does he have an STD? Is that what it is?
No.
And I totally freaked myself out.
You're so
I don't have an STD, guys, but I just like.
I don't think that's it.
You don't think? Like,
Then we're
there's
like,
a
maybe
reason
he's
why
gay.
he would- Well, then I thought that too.
Maybe he's what?
Okay.
Why would that matter?
I don't know.
Gay guys
he
still
just wants
like
his
head.
balls licked in his ass.
I don't know. It just sounded like and then he also had this special sex move that I thought was interesting.
Is that
Wait,
what
he
he
had
said? Maybe he's
he had
gay?
a special sex move?
Oh, this position, yeah.
Was it like perpendicular?
I
Bitch, are
heard
we
you talking about that.
It was great.
Wait, but it kind of was like perpendicular.
If you go to our Patreon, we do
Patreon. We did an example of it. We did a demo, but basically it's me like laying down flat like this,
On your stomach? Okay.
and then he's laying down this
flat on his stomach the opposite way.
Oh, and fucking you.
and then he tucks it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does it
and
tuck.
then our asses are like.
I've seen that on a lot of gay porn, actually.
That's why I said maybe he's gay. He likes his ass eaten. He doesn't want to look down
and
at
he
you
wants to
getting
fuck
head.
you with his ass in the
And he
air
wants to
going.
pound booties.
Also, gay men, like I find that I'm like might be attracted to gay men sometimes. I don't even know because I don't have.
She's
to
like,
date
really
apparently.
think he's gay? I'm like, he's flaming, Erica. That's what's wrong with you? Definitely bisexual, bitch.
I mean, in that case, as long as he wants me at all. Like,
I mean,
It's a camaraderie with
tell
gay
me,
men.
I like everybody too. I get it.
I don't mind men with I like. It's funny because I like very masculine men, like my baby
with a little
daddy.
twist today snap.
No.
No.
It's one or the other, or like the emotional, like sensitive.
Speaking of emotional sensitive, so Erica met Old Bay, and I was like, yo, she used to date this dude. And when I was first started fucking with you, we were swapping profiles and you followed him. And when I talked about, you know who I'm talking about?
No. Oh, okay.
He was like, oh my God. Oh, like Earth, Wind, and Fire type of nigga. He was like, I could see them together. He was like, he the type of nigga to be hella emotional with a bitch. And I was like, yo, it's so crazy you said that.
He's just so deep. so
it's
unnecessarily
very
deep.
Very, very deep.
Like, give me an example of something he'd say.
Oh my goodness, my beautiful, gorgeous, radiant queen. Happy Monday evening. It is a blessing to see you.
Wait, you fucked a guy that talked like that, bitch?
Yo, what Erica said his dick was
time.
She said his dick was crazy though. She was-
No way,
He did it to
bro.
everybody. Like to me and her, I was like, all right, nigga, you're happy to see me.
You dated a pimp named Slickback that went to church on every
He
Sunday?
doesn't look like that.
Oh my God.
He used to talk like that?
He's not that loud and excitable. He does it way more chill.
How does
No,
do
he
it?
doesn't.
How does he do it,
My
Erica?
beautiful queen, you're so gorgeous. I've been waiting to connect with you. I'm just so blessed for you to be in my presence. You know, you.
So he a hotel.
Yeah, and that's why I don't. But he's a fake. Like, I don't do the hotel niggas anymore because of him. Like,
She was fucking someone the other night. He called her a queen. She said, don't call me that.
I did.
Bitch was triggered.
I was. And he was like, but you are. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Stop.
The one thing I remember you said about him, can I say it?
Go ahead.
We were eating and we were like sharing pictures of the niggas we were talking to, and she's like, he's great. Dick is great. It's big, but he just can't eat pussy. And she was like, I was like, well, why don't you? I think you even called me to
I
ask me
did.
what
But
to
you
do.
gave me so much advice.
I was like, okay,
She was
we've
like,
got
talk to Weezy.
I told her to get
Weezy,
someone else to
please.
try and do it and help. I was about to fucking volunteer.
You did volunteer, bitch.
Do you want me to volunteer?
No,
We
but
ain't
then
gonna
the niggas
fuck this nigga
connected.
with me, so don't let her.
So she can show you how to get
Don't
good
let her
head.
beat around the bush, bitch.
But nah,
Bitch, you wanted that pussy hoe. You was gonna eat my pussy.
Because you're a little sensitive too, and I think you like a little sensitive.
I do. So that's why it sounded attractive.
So that's why we could both.
We gotta eliminate that a little.
But then when she sent me the page, I was like, ugh.
Hey guys, so before we get back to some good moms and some even more bad choices, I want to let you know that this week's episode is also brought to you by Dipsea. So I know the coronavirus has a lot of us out of the office and locked in our homes. But do you need a break from not only your children, but maybe the emails that are coming in while you're working from home? It's time to prioritize a little me time and to help you recharge. Dipsea is here to help you focus on something more pleasurable than what the hell is going on your to-do list and those emails from your employees. Dipsea is actually an audio app full of short, sexy stories, guided sessions that are designed to turn you on and help you get in touch with yourself. The stories are relatable and immersive, so you feel like you're right there. So think of our whole ass activities in a more soothing way. There's something for everyone, whoever and whatever you're into. They add new content every week. It's super exciting that they thought of this fucking idea. I don't know why I didn't, but find stories about spontaneous hookups with hot strangers, trying that new toy together, and even getting tied up. The guided sessions can help you unlock new confidence or heighten intimacy with your partner. For our listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering a free 30-day trial when you go to dipseastories.com/horrible. So I'm going to help you with the spelling on this. It's DIPSEA stories, STORIES.com/horrible. Look at the goddamn cover art to know how to spell horrible if you don't by now. But again, that's 30 days free when you go to dipseastories.com/horrible. So make sure you guys sign up, and I hope you guys make it through this goddamn time.
Speaking of dicks, today's episode is brought to you by Bluechew. Now, this is a gift for the men. So, Milah, it's basically a chewable, like, hard-on pill, right? It has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take it anytime, day or night, full stomach, whatever. Empty stomach, nigga, just take
You
shit.
can take it daily?
Getting up.
No, it actually says to take it about 20 minutes before you.
Oh, wow. It works immediately.
It's a chewable. So you ain't got to wait for pills and shit.
And
like
it's
that.
prescribed online, so they don't have to go to the doctor's office.
It comes in a discreet box for our listeners. If you use promo code HORRIBLE, that's WHOREIBLE. Fellas, y'all can get your little free prescription. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. So go on there, fill out. You do have to fill out a little survey. So ladies, if you are going to get it for your man, make sure he can at least answer the questions on the survey before you're just having him pop these things. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. And again, that's Bluechew, BLUE.com, using promo code HORRIBLE
to get your first shipment free.
Yep. $5 shipping, that's it. And $5 ain't shit. We have our horrible decision. And it's kind of why you guys are here. Because we haven't yet had to have this conversation, really. I really like the questions that we're about to ask. As many of you guys know, or if you do not know, Weezy and I both do not have children. I am 29, about to be 30, and I still don't feel like I want them. I am pro-choice, and I also like condoms. So I don't plan on having one anytime soon. But you guys are parents. You guys
We didn't use condoms.
Well, yeah, no condoms were used in the making.
Were you guys on birth control though when you were pregnant?
No.
Or you weren't actually? Okay.
You were just irresponsible.
so yeah.
I was just like, yeah, come at me, daddy.
Yep.
I
Yep.
Were you? Did you ever
I
track your
know the
ovulation?
moment that I got pregnant.
Really?
Jamaica. That's why my daughter's name's Irie.
Shit.
Yo, I hate you.
A lot of people say that they know the moment they got pregnant. And
I do.
I got Cayman the other day, and I wasn't ovulating or even close. And it was like a few months ago, and I remember thinking, "Oh, if I'm pregnant, that was it. That was the swimmer."
Well, my baby daddy, which you guys know my baby daddy because he was a guest on the show.
And he said so many nice things about you,
He
which
did.
Erica.
a baby daddy just don't do. Oh, he did say you be with the moons and suns and shit.
He did
he's
say
like, my
that.
baby mama be telling me we ain't aligned. That was cute.
No, I be sending him shit because I be like, nigga, you need this. You need to read this, okay?
My friends that know I don't believe in astrology at all. Either love sending me shit.
Mandy we were on a live today. Mandy came in, and one of the things I asked her was like, Mandy, what's your
She was
sign
like, you
again?
have to be a Capricorn. And I was like, bitch, no, Libra hope, but I don't believe that shit. But if you ask, I'm a Libra.
But he would tell you that the moment that he got me pregnant is we were in Jamaica and we did anal for the first time, and he thinks that he unlocked the key to pregnancy, which I'm not arguing with him. I'm not arguing with him. I
Your
was
booty
like,
hole.
because we have been very
Opened you up like a flower.
I swear it opened me up like a flower because we have been very irresponsible for a long time.
Irresponsible?
Irresponsible, yeah. Very
Something about your
irresponsible.
ass.
Like, I don't think we ever pulled out, like, ever.
Sodomizing, and look what happened.
sperm
And then
went
that
right through
happened,
them
and
walls.
then boom.
So I have a
My beautiful
question.
angels.
Beautiful. What a beautiful story.
It's more, well, my question is about backlash for your podcast for being moms that, are fluid and sexual, but mainly for you. You've posted stuff with Luna where you're naked and she's naked. And I've always found those pictures to be beautiful, but I'm curious to know if anyone's ever gave you shit for them. And like, what have they said about it, if so?
Actually, we're kind of lucky. Our people don't really come for us. No one really talks shit to us anyway. Mostly from my family and like people closer to me, I get shit. Like, just dumb shit. Just like, what if Luna posts pictures like that when she's older? What do you think she will think? Or like, I'm like, she knows who the fuck I am. I'm her mom. She don't have to do what I do, but it's what the fuck I do.
Right.
We be naked. You were like,
We be naked.
I'm naked. I'm a naked person. I mean, I think it's always like, I'm human, so, you know, sometimes I'm like, damn, is this too much? Should I have posted that? But then at the end of the day, it's just like, fuck it, this is what I want to, you know, it's my body. I love my fucking body.
Yeah.
And I feel like I read something about like a girl saying she never heard her mom say, damn, I love my body growing up, not one time. And I was like, that's true, it's powerful. So I try to be naked and like, oh, I love my breasts, I love my body, I love my brown skin, I love my hair. Yeah, we gotta love ourselves. Shit, nobody else is gonna do it. And that's the whole thing. Like,
I like that.
I'm very one with nature, and my vagina is a part of that, you know, the whole, so I don't think, and I really am against like over sexualizing shit. You know, everybody's like, just because I'm naked doesn't mean I'm like trying to fuck. Like, that is like, my nudity doesn't necessarily represent like sex.
There's
all
a
the
very
time.
cute video on the internet of, I think, an uncle and his nephew on a pole, and they're fully clothed, and there's no weird music playing. Like, there's nothing over sexualized, but like doing yoga, and he's jumping on his uncle, and his uncle is a pole dancing instructor, excuse me. And the little kid is, I don't know who it was.
Okay.
But the kid is having a fucking fun time because he's like, you know, doing a whole surfboard thing, and he's jumping on him. He's like, let's do it again. And I remember you posted one with Luna playing around too, and I was curious what people said about that.
I lost friends off of that.
Off of the pole picture, why?
Because literally the kids were just playing on the pole. Like, bitch, there's poles at the park. They're not associating the pole with being a stripper
With a
at
strip
night.
club, right.
That's imposing your adult fucked upness on an innocent child. I have a problem with that too. I
agree.
Like,
And I was going to ask, you have a daughter as well, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, because what I see online as far as specifically with daughters is aging them too soon. So it's the makeup, the perming of hair, sometimes too early, the earrings, and even more so the style of dress. So crop tops, you know, tank tops, thing. And I remember growing up, I couldn't wear tube tops until I was almost, you know, damn near going to high school. Like, certain even clothing is sexualized. I know you said you don't sexualize things. Is that something that is going to continue on as she grows up as far as how she dresses?
I think like even now I promote like your choice to wear what you want to wear. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think
I believe that, but I have rules.
no, there's definitely
I feel like I would too. Not because of the expression,
there's
but
definitely
other-
age appropriateness. Like, no,
Okay.
bitch, you ain't wearing that. I look at go to the mall sometimes and I see little girls. I'm like, that looks fucking crazy.
What things would look crazy?
But there's things like that I just don't think are crazy. You know, like, for example, me and Jamila were talking about, I have a diamond on my tooth, right? And she was like, I want Luna to get one. I said, if I already asked for one, I don't give a fuck. She could have one. It's fucking glue and it's like a rhinestone.
Right.
Some people would think that's too grown for a child to have. You know, if
Okay.
my daughter asked me to have that. But like, as far as like clothing goes and those type of things, like,
What is your take on it?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I would just lie to my parents. I would rather. I'm not gonna encourage my daughter to be hoochie. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna ask her, why do you want to wear that? You know, I think those are the questions we never ask. And for me, like, I would just sneak the shit out. I would just wear something else. You know, so. I also know as a parent, I can't control everything.
I think
know?
that the way that I dressed attested or had something to do with the men that I dated being older than me.
Absolutely.
Which is why I'm worried about my daughter dressing a certain way. And you know what's funny? That it's very basic, but I feel like it's too grown. And I see 13-year-old girls with like certain kind of nails.
well, I think some of
I
that's
get triggered too. I'm not gonna front. Like,
why
my
does the nail thing bother me
for
with
example,
kids?
my brother,
because it's like to us, and I think it's being black. How often
Really?
do we hear that she's fast? That's too grown.
It is a black thing.
That's
is.
what
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
That
All
is.
my white friends could wear like makeup and glitter, and my parents made
it's
such
cute.
a big deal. And even that, like, I know now, like, I'm not gonna make a huge deal over every fucking thing because then the bitch is gonna go in the bathroom and pack the shit on and change her outfit when she leaves. But also, there is age appropriate because there are pervs, and we know firsthand because we was with the pervs when we was in high school.
sure
Yeah.
we sure was.
And I'm gonna be real about that too. Like, let me keep it real with you because these niggas are perps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think you're mature, but like, and you are, but this nigga
you're
has
not.
no bit. But I'm just, you have to like, it's almost like playing, you know, reverse psychology because you know, as a high school student, you just did everything against what your parents said. So if we have the comfortability and you have the confidence to know who you are and make your own decisions, and I'm
Yeah.
empowering you like that, then that's how you'll move. You know what I mean? And you won't have to hide shit, and it'll just be like an open conversation. But absolutely, like, there's limits, there's
I want
boundaries.
to ask both of you guys too, because you brought it up specifically in the black household, and y'all know this is a black ass podcast. What things and why do you think the black households over-sexualize things that maybe white households don't. And you're mixed with Mexican. Is that something that even in the Mexican household that they,
Oh, for sure. I mean, in a Latin household, you were covered up, like,
right.
when you go out. But I think, I don't know, but to answer your question, I think a lot of it has to do with, like, how our bodies were used. It's deep.
It's trauma.
Right.
It's not just like we were over sexualized.
Right.
We're still over sexualized. The black man is the most over sexualized person on this planet.
Right.
I don't really know if white people don't do the same with clothes. I can't speak to the experience. But I think it comes.
We have to protect, like,
I think it comes from where.
I think that's what it is.
Normally, when I think kids are molested and things are going on, it's normally from someone or a family member.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's probably the obsession for, like, making sure, like,
I think it's
my mom did that when my cousin and he would bring, like, friends around. Shout out to Sharif, he'd come to the show, and I remember always wondering, because I was so young, I'm like, why can't I have my pajamas when his friends are here? My pajama would be just like a loose dress, like a little Cinderella, whatever they were. I'm like, well, why would they do something to me? But the way she would act was almost over the top insane in my head. Mm-hmm. But I mean, really, for her, she's just thinking, like, who fucking knows?
She's
also
projecting
too. She might be projecting.
Maybe some experiences that she's had.
Oh yeah, she has.
And unfortunately, like, that's huge, and and
then also,
with
like,
women. Period.
How is she not right to have done that? My mom has had those experiences from family members. If it was me, I'm sure I would do that to my kid too. And, like, does it make you over precautious in a good way?
I mean,
though?
listen, you could do all the things to protect your kid. It doesn't guarantee shit.
Yeah,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
But also, like, I'm not gonna have my kid around anyone I even suspect for 5 minutes, 1 second, unattended. Like, I hate, like, there was a meme going around, like, I'm sick of hearing parents tell kids, oh, go put this on. There's men around here. If these men are even remotely kind of creepy and weird, I don't care if it's uncle, cousin, Petey,
though,
you gotta
like,
go.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I mean, you don't know anyone.
Well, I want to ask y'all, because you're both single moms, you're dating, you're having sex partners, lovers, people that may be potential later on down the line. At what point do you introduce someone to your child?
I'm really, like, I don't, okay. Like, I don't think she's met one person that I've dated, and it was like, I've known him for years even before that.
Okay.
And so when they even met, it was like in a very social situation. It wasn't like, this is mommy's boyfriend, even though he wasn't my boyfriend, but it was someone I was spending time with.
Got it.
But other than that, like, I don't know. I'm weird. I was thinking about that too, because Jamila has she has and I agree with your theory too, that you'd rather know ahead of time, like, if, like, can you handle this situation?
What do you mean?
Handle
what's your theory?
Yeah, what's your theory?
Well, I think also because
testing it out with the guy you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not testing it out. It's like, it's my friend. Like, I don't have a lot of boyfriends. Like, if it goes there, then I'll express to my kid it's my boyfriend. But
So I feel like I would be that way too, only because I love seeing with friends that have kids the interactions, and appreciate very much when it's not their baby daddy, and seeing how those men, like, honor their kid, how they treat them. So I see that, but then it's also scary because what about the attachment?
So this is the
your
thing.
friend's not going to go somewhere, most likely. Your friend will be in your life, but if you get attached to Carl and he's just gone.
I don't be getting attached like that.
Since I've been single, I haven't had
a
real.
My mama had.
I haven't really had to face it that much. But I think too, though, like, I think about when I do date, I'm living a double life essentially. This person is never seeing me be a mother, which is such the biggest part of my life. Like, we could be building and have this amazing one-on-one relationship, and then we introduce our worlds, and he could decide, you know what, I don't know if I could do this.
Because it's a lot.
Great. I didn't know I could do it or couldn't do it at the stepmom thing until dating someone seriously. I was like, oh, no problem. Mm-hmm. Then I felt left out a lot.
That's why I almost, like, am conflicted about it, because I feel like it might almost be better to just get it out of the way, like, in a social way, not like this is someone, like, she doesn't even realize, but he can see me being a mother. This is what I do.
Yeah.
You have to share my time.
No, being a mother is definitely, I think, the biggest part of the identity. I have a question. A lot of social media, like, I've been seeing the Ari Fletcher thing or whatever, Alexis Sky, and everyone's always talking about how so-and-so is a bad mom. Lyra's a bad mom because she posts her ass.
Dre's a bad mom.
Fucking Dre's a bad mom. Who's Bernice? She's a bad grandma.
She's a fine ass grandma.
That she is.
But people, like,
how can you be a good mom
and make bad choices.
Like, where's the balance from your social media?
I love that segue.
Like, how do you care? Do you care at all about how you project yourself? And do you ever think like, oh, I'm a mom, I shouldn't be doing this?
And like naturally that's gonna come up. Like, damn, am I doing too much? Should I go the fuck home? Like, did I go on too many dates last week? Like, that's life. Like, did I eat too many carbs? Should I have ate that?
But then how do you not enjoy yourself? Because that's the thing. Like, we always meet moms. I feel like all of us have met a mom that's like, I never get to do anything. And then the second they do, they feel guilty.
Well, there's a difference. And I'm happy you asked this. Like, there's just some ain't shit fucking bitches. Like, let's be clear. There's some bitches that should not be moms.
Period.
And I think, like...
What makes a bad mom?
Like, where are your priorities? Like, I heard a couple people on that list, like,
But also, how do we know they're bad? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I know nothing about Alexis Sky. I think she was on Living
like,
Hip Hop.
I don't really know. I don't know anything yet.
Okay. But, like, she's a stripper. She's an IG, quote-unquote, hoe. Who cares? Is she really a bad mom because she goes out, or is she not?
No, it's not about going out. You could go out, but if you're going out every night, you don't ever have your baby.
How many days a week are you with your kid? How much time are you actually spending?
Did the police come over and they were left unattended? Okay,
gotcha.
These
Wait,
are
what?
things,
What environments are you making for your children?
There are just things that are blatantly, bitch. No. Like, if I drop my baby off on Friday with her dad, love you, bye, and then I go get it popping Saturday and Sunday, I'm a grown-ass woman Saturday and Sunday. But guess what? I'm not going to not take my kid to school on Monday.
Oh, my mom, I realize, like, knowing the life my mom's lived, there were mornings where I thought she was just waking up.
Yeah, she was just coming in.
And my mom, one of her friends, I'll never forget, they were in the kitchen. They looked a little crazy. But I was just like, well, baby, they just had a sleepover. And my mom was like, me and Auntie Patsy, we're going to take you to school. And I was like, yo. And I remember, so I was born in San Fran, but most of that childhood age was living in Miami before Orlando. And my mom was hitting them clubs, honey. But we had a live-in nanny. And I remember one morning hearing la da da dee da 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 da. Be my lover. And I fucking come outside, and it was Saturday morning. I didn't have school, and my mom had like 5 gay niggas in the house, one drag queen, and they fucking danced with me and put makeup on me.
And you had the time of your motherfucking life.
And oh my god,
what a party in the morning! This is great.
It was so fun. And now I'm like, wow, you guys are just leaving the club. And she was like, fuck it, she's asleep. That's really what I think happened. My last question for you guys is, for those listeners who have casual sex with their baby mama and baby daddy, co-parenting, I think the only other single parent that, like, I know talks about this and he's been on your show as well, Sharonis, he co-parents with his baby mama. Amazing. I'm curious to know, like, does sex ruin things? How can
like, should you fuck your ex?
Yeah,
baby daddy?
Like, if you guys
have we? Is that the question?
No, not have you. Not speaking personally, but like, what advice do you have for co-parenting?
I think it's very plain. Like, are they sane? Like, are you sane? Can you handle that? Mostly likely not when both parties aren't sane and mature.
There's a reason you're not together.
There's a reason you're not together. So when you break that shit, I mean, trust me, I've backslid because I have, like, knowing good and goddamn well this is not for me. You know, like,
it's crazy. I'll say, as someone who is single who dates men with baby moms, it's caused issues because there's a level of
how do you feel
of
about
dishonesty? Okay. Because so to me that's my problem. Like, and I think that at any time that I decide to date a guy with children, I do want to know not only the relationship and respect he has with his baby mom, but the level of respect needs to also be there with me to let me know. I do think that they always go back. However, I grew up in a single parent household where my mama could not stand my daddy. I know they wasn't fucking.
Right.
But I've dated 2 guys in the past where one told me he wasn't fucking with his ex-baby mom. They now have 2 kids. So there was another baby that creeped in while they weren't together. And then also I had a threesome with a guy and his baby mama. So I know that outside of when me and him weren't fucking, he was probably still fucking her solo too. And so I feel like at any given point, men always go back to or feel like it's an open gate for
I just think there's a connection that we couldn't understand.
There's a comfortability, and most of the time there is.
I don't get it.
And there ain't no way they going back to y'all using a condom because y'all ain't used a condom before. No one goes back to condom.
If anyone ever told you that, they're lying.
I think,
what?
I was fucking my baby mama with a condom. nigga, you were not.
Attention.
That's never happened.
PSA? No.
Never.
So y'all
that's never
not going back with condoms. See, I knew it. So then you're also fucking her raw, and if y'all aren't exclusive, whoever she fucking, you don't know because she damn straight telling you she fucking. So that to me is just, it becomes.
I don't want to. I don't want to deal. Fuck my baby daddy. Like, I don't want to fuck anybody who says they're not fuck. You know, I just want to cut. That shit needs to be cut clean.
I want it to be cut.
I think it does.
It has to be. It's not
enough.
It's toxic for the child. It creates too many gray areas.
It's toxic for the child. It's like a goddamn
But
vaccine.
I will say that I'm proof that you can do it.
You can.
I've never backslid.
Oh,
That bitch is cold. Cold blooded.
cold turkey.
I
Baby.
just have to for my own.
She's great. I admire that shit.
I'm love too deep. I love him too deep. I can't do that.
I hate saying it. You know, I'm like a super fan of you guys being together. I feel like maybe she'll be 10, but I think just experiencing the way you both have spoken about each other, I've never heard someone talk about their baby mama or their baby father in that high of a regard. And just even being able to simply be like, no, it's just not right now. Like, it's not working out. And I think that there also is a time and place for things like maybe we had to have a kid right now. She was supposed to be here, but maybe we just weren't supposed to be together. Maybe we had to live more life.
I don't live my life like that because I can't like do the
Wait.
like maybe.
Right.
Because that's too much. And so I think that for me, like that's been the best thing because we ain't perfect. Trust me, we have our ups and we have our downs, and they're extreme, you know. But I think for me, like I don't know, I can't. And I know there's women out there that are like me. So for you, someone who fears dating a man like
with another family, and
there's two people involved, and he might.
Yeah.
But there's someone on the other side that has to make that decision too. So I know that it is possible. I realize though that it's rare.
It is rare,
and I'm not going to say I never thought about it.
Bitch, it's rare.
Okay, everybody always end up with their baby mama. But I'm not going to say I never thought about it. I'm not going to act like I never thought about it. I mean, no, of course I have. I just
also you were with your baby daddy though, so maybe that's why it's
in those
different.
Positions to do that.
Because a lot of
like you're saying,
you guys were in a serious relationship before you were
right.
Yeah.
You were in a relationship.
Yeah,
a long time.
So you've already had it's like a boyfriend and my baby daddy.
Yeah.
Like how many?
He was like my husband.
Right. Well, if you were just fucking a nigga and you decide to have the baby, don't have the baby thinking you're going to be together.
Well, and a lot of people, a lot of women do think that.
I know. That's what I'm telling you all. It's fucking crazy. It's actually
don't.
It's actually dumb as hell.
I have to.
actually makes
Speaking
them
of
upset.
dumb as hell, one of the most hilarious fucking stories I've ever heard was from you.
Jamila hates you for this.
Dude, it was so
you know.
funny. I actually have to pee, so I can't hear it again. But please tell our listeners. Me and Mandy want to revamp home mail a little bit. We're still doing home mail, but we talked at our live shows. People tell us such great stories, so we've been talking about
Your live show in New York, the stories.
What, the one with the carrot?
Yes, bitch. Oh my
Bitches is
God.
out here pegging with carrots.
and they can't wait to tell us how crazy they are. A nigga was like, "Yeah, I jerked off with Vicks." I can't wait.
Vicks?
No, someone jerked off with Vicks and someone jerked off with pink moisturizer, bitch.
Is he okay?
I don't know. This is what our audience be telling us at live shows. So we ended up like during our live show. We do have not only live home mail, but Weezy walks into the audience. If her heels hurt her feet, then I gotta walk into the audience. I don't like walking into the audience, but she'll walk in and we get stories from them. So she's like, let's start to where maybe not every episode we answer questions, but maybe our listeners can share sexual stories and experiences that you probably won't believe, but bitch, is true. So if you guys do have a story, we're about to hear from one from Milah, but if you guys do have a story, send it to whoreible.decisions@gmail.com and maybe put hotel. Not home mail, it's going to be hotels. Look how quick I am with that. I just made it
That
up.
was amazing.
So we're going to do hotels and home mail. So if you guys also just have a story where you may or may not even need any feedback from us at all, just write it. Please let it be less than like 2-3 minutes being read, and we'll possibly read it on the show. So what's this little story? She was so excited to get you on to talk about this story.
She's such a bitch.
Wait, just so you know, Wheezy, when she came on our podcast, we had both of our kids in the room, in a hotel room. I don't know if she like painted the picture for what it looked like.
Nah.
Bitch.
Oh my God, we did. Like,
It was a bad choice. It was a bad choice.
And then so on ours we call them horror stories. Yeah. So the kids are like over there watching. She's like, should I be saying this in front of them? I'm like, oh, they're fine. They're wearing headphones.
We put headphones on them.
She was like, I just feel weird because your kids were like, shut up, they're fine. So once upon a time. I was in college. I was broke. I don't know why. I went to college in Atlanta. I don't know why. For what reason I went to Philly, even though I was broke. I think I was like late on my rent. I was like, oh, I'm just going to go out there and see some niggas. So my cousin calls me. This is very early in my 20s. So this is nothing I would tell Luna to do. She's like, my friend called me and he's picking up his brother from prison, and he wants to like take a girl up there, like so when he comes out, it's like have a little party on the bus coming down. It's up in upstate New York, and he'll pay you. So I was like, well, how much? It's like $1,000. I was like 20, so it sounded good. I was like,
that's a lot of money.
I was like, I'm gonna need all. I'm like, really? Because my rent's only $500. So
this is 2 months of rent.
So being my righteous self, I'm like, well, just I'm not giving him any head. And can you give me a call? I need to see. So the guy calls me. He's like, seems
in
like
jail?
No, the brother.
Oh, okay.
Who's setting it up. He's like, oh no, it's really good. It's really good. It's just me. A couple of our childhood friends are driving up. We're renting an RV. We're taking Jamaican food. He's like, we got weed. We're gonna drink.
Oxtail or jerk chicken.
No, for real. He was like, I have daughters. It's just, we just want to welcome him home. That's really what
That's what sold her.
I was like, okay. I was like, he's not gonna try and kill me. He's just doing a nice deed for his brother. I was like, okay, well pick me up.
This little boosty bitch. No.
I'm like, okay, well pick me up at 6. Fine. Sign me up. Fuck it. I was like, I wasn't thrilled. I had to drive 12 hours up to upstate New York with some niggas I didn't know, but he seemed like a good enough character. And my cousin said she knew him.
And you was getting $1,000.
And I was getting $1,000, most importantly. And they had weed and drinks and Jamaican food.
And she's about her stomach.
I'm all on my stomach. I've gone on lots of dates. So I told my cousin, like, can you take the money now? I just want to make sure no matter what, I have my money. So, like, when I get on this thing, take the money. So she's like my older cousin. I don't know why she's leading me in this direction. She, like, goes outside. She talks to him at the window, takes the money, and I get on the bus. So I'm like, so first of all, they come down this little-ass block in Philly. It's like a white family on the side. It's like one of those, like, the rentals where there's, like, there's a picture on the goddamn bus. I'm like, great, this is hot. I get on the bus. I'm like, hi, everyone. I'm Jamila. And then, like, knowing everyone knows I'm, like, the hoe. Like, I'm literally going as the hoe male to pick up their. I'm like, hi, and as I start talking, I'm like, from California. I'm in school. I'm just here visiting. We're like, whatever.
How long was the drive?
Like fucking 7 hours
from Philly. Yeah, upstate. Yeah, that's about right.
You like people, bitch.
We drove all the way up there, right? We picked the guy up. He's not bad looking or whatever, like, but they're all like rallied around him. Like there's like this sentimental, like, first of all, he was in prison for 7 years. They had this deep sentimental like connections, talking how much they like so happy to see him, talking about old school childhood memories, laughing. It's pretty amazing to witness.
Before you signed up to this, did you ask what he was in jail for?
No, I didn't.
Do you know now?
No, I don't. I don't know why. I was $1,000.
Did he know that that's why you were there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was the only bitch on the RV, and he did not know me. He knew everybody else since childhood, and then me. I just thought I'd drive up with everyone. So he gives it. So we drive all the way back. It's actually very pleasant. I'm like, this is wow. This is nice. I'm so happy this guy is home. We make it back to Philly, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got $1,000. I didn't do shit. Like they forgot. I was like, that's how I told her to take my money before I got on the bus. So we pull over at the gas station. His brother gets out to pump the gas. He's like, oh, let me holler at you for a minute. I'm like. So we walk in. He's like, okay, so I'm about to, we're going to go over to Fridays. I'm going to park in the back. I'm going to take the guys in. Hands me a condom.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, all right. And I was like, okay. I signed myself up for this. So on the way back to the RV, I'm like giving myself a pep talk, like, yeah, I'm just going to get this shit. We're just going to do this shit and get this money. I'm like, yeah, you did it. Now you signed up for it. We're gonna fucking do this shit.
I am not a quitter.
I'm not. So I'm in the RV, like, okay, like pumping myself up in my head. They all get out. I look over at him. I start closing the blinds on the RV. Just take off my shirt and like walk over to him real slow. And And we had like pretty good sex. He had like a nice dick. It was like he put on the condom. I didn't give him head. He had my pussy for like 15 minutes. It was like maybe
I couldn't wait to do that.
a 25 minute.
A long time.
It was like a 25-minute transaction, and we
How fast did it was 25 minutes?
probably 25 minutes. It wasn't like terribly fast.
But he
had
ate
my-
it for 15. So,
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a nice little round. That's solid.
And boo, we walked into fucking TGI Fridays hand in hand, like we went together. Had us a nice dinner, and they dropped my ass off. I thought it was a fair.
You never
Did he
double
do
back?
like a?
We exchanged numbers. He also had a cell phone. They got him a phone. We talked a little bit, but nothing ever became of that. But honestly, I mean, I don't.
Would you have fucked him for free again?
Possibly. No, I might. Maybe. I just, I don't advocate for, exchanging sex for money. But in that case, I thought it was a good deed. I felt I needed the money at the time. He needed the love, and I felt it was a fair exchange. And
I think that
it was
fair.
respectful.
A lot of women, even sex workers, aren't getting $1,000 for a pop.
And you should know, Jamila's she's a lover.
I'm a
you
lover.
You started off
She's a
hot,
healer.
bitch.
I'm a healer. I feel like I have sexual healing energy sometimes. I just like want to love on people. Like, let me love on you. Let me give you some love.
Fill you up.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed that story.
Thank
and
you.
it's so funny because I think that more so than not, we have stories like that from our like late teens to early 20s. Lord, one day we come in here and just bring up some of the goddamn fucking stories for us. Like, yeah, look, the sigh. Well, before we get out of here, ladies, let our audience know where not only they can find you, but where they can listen to Good Moms, Bad Choices.
Well, you can listen to Good Moms, Bad Choices on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, wherever you fucking listen to podcasts. Search Good Moms, Bad Choices. On Instagram, we're Good Moms _Bad Choices. And if you're in LA, we're having a live show March 28th.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Come out. You ain't got to be a mama to kick it.
Saturday night.
We're calling it House of Bad Choices.
It's 420 friendly.
Yes.
It'll
You guys
be-
have had a show in LA and Atlanta, right?
Yeah. And we smoke a lot of weed, y'all. So, I mean, we didn't really smoke a lot right now.
And if you guys are in the LA area, that's March 28th, where can they get tickets?
You can go to our website or our Instagram page.
Good Moms _Bad Choices.
And make sure to look us up on Patreon. Is it Patreon or
Patreon?
Patreon?
And got
Patreon.
people are patrons once they join Patreon.
we've been calling them
Y'all be fucking it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is it called? There's an E. God, why do they keep saying fucking
There is an
patrons?
E.
I checked back. Like, there is an E, right? Okay.
Oh my
So they're
God.
patrons
Patreon, but they're
on
patrons.
Patreon.
Got
Okay,
it.
thanks.
Okay.
Wow.
Fuck. Patreon.
Patrons on Patreon.
Patreon.com
/Good Moms Bad Choices.
Wow, man, I don't know it either.
Again, I'm excited to see all of you guys this week in ATL, Ho. And of course, next week we're in Toronto. Also, we will be West Coasting it out on April the 5th. We will be in San Francisco, and April 9th in LA.
I want to come.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah.
Duh, bitch. It's on a Thursday. Y'all know y'all got to drop the kids off at
Yeah.
school the next
Get the
day.
ass dropped
But
off.
it's, turn up. And if you guys want to join our Patreon, if you have completed all 158 episodes of Horrible Decisions and y'all are just dying for more and can't wait until next week, make sure you guys join our Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Decisions. There are over 60 episodes there waiting for you. We have also a community chat board. And at the top tier, they have a whole group me where they meet up at our live shows. They meet up and plan vacations. They date each other. They fly each other out.
Damn.
Our community is lit, bitch. Also,
Oh my God.
we have porn sleepers. So every week, our good homie K Spade on Patreon drops his porn sleepers. And when I come across really good porn that I think y'all aren't watching, I throw the link up there for y'all to watch too. It's pretty cool. Wheezy does a lot of whining on there. She has Wheezy Wines. I have, Mandy Moods, and we update you guys with a little bit of more information that y'all may not, we may not want to disclose publicly to the hundreds of thousands of listeners, but we cool with our little community and who support us. So go ahead and join again, patreon.com/Horrible Decisions. Get your tickets for our tour dates coming up at horribledecisions.com. And y'all are about to hear a 5-minute bonus clip for Patreon, so join that now. And this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, yeah.
What's going on over there? You look stressed.
Right?
I'm having an issue with that contract.
The red. Me being around even my friends' families growing up, I remember them blaming me for their daughters dating black men. I remember, yes, literally, like my friend was Colombian growing up, and Weezy may actually meet some of them at the Orlando show. But I just remember like them blaming me for them dating black men. I remember certain music or people that we liked, them being like using the N-word in a bad way, like to where they literally, to me, Latinos have oppressed and shown hatred towards black people the same way I've seen white people do.
So I don't agree that all Latinos can't say that.
Not all. I never say all.
Well, you said Latinos shouldn't use the word, but there are.
I don't think a lot of them should.
I have an issue with the Afro-Latina and Latino blanket. The only close friend that I have that says that is Sharonis.
He's Latino, no?
He's Afro-Latino. He'll say he's Afro-Latino. Mm-hmm. But I just really feel like there's this other dude I know that talks about how he's Afro-Latino, and I feel like he does it so he can say nigga. I know I'm being extra.
It's a feeling. I feel like if there's a weight when you say it, and like, oh no, this is like when Mero says the N-word, I don't know. I understand. He's Dominican. He is our Dominican patriarch.
So he's black as shit to me. Mero's black as fuck.
Okay, he's Latino.
And Dominican as shit. So I was gonna say both.
Wait, he's not black?
No, he's Dominican. Well,
he is black.
He's so Dominican. Actually,
what is it gonna be? What is it, guys?
Wait, no. Mero's the black one.
I'll tell you what. Jesus is the black one.
Mero, here's why. Mero is what you would say is black passing, right?
Okay.
But there are a lot of Afro-Latino people, which I would even, and this is just me looking at you, not even knowing you, I would even call you Afro-Latino.
Lo soy.
But also, don't think you're black passing. So I feel like nigga can't be used. Is that weird?
I say if there was a meter, the metric is the way people say it. I can tell when you weren't raised in this, you weren't grandfathered in this. Like when I can tell when people are just saying it to acclimate or like to like using it, like on some Billie Eilish type shit, some appropriating shit. It's a weight. Of course, when you talk about it, it's hard to contextualize because it's a feeling.
I just feel like Afro-Latino doesn't give you a nigga pass. I don't believe that. But I believe that like Afro-Latino people, like when you have black skin as an Afro-Latino, I feel like that's different. I know it's fucked up because I'm mixed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have black skin. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is a new thing that I've never seen before that's come about since I would say since I've turned 25. Suddenly I started seeing this thing happen.
You guys just moved up here though. Dominicans are all around here.
No, the Afro-Latino verbiage.
Oh, okay.
The Afro-Latino verbiage. Yeah, because, I mean, we're from Florida. So yes, New York is probably on a larger scale too, as far as Dominicans, but no one, there was no just white and black in any
question for the both
of me growing up.
Can Afro-Latinos say the N-word?
No.
Ma'am?
I think so. It's a no for me.
It's a no
However,
for me.
I do have there's a Mero thing for me. She just said Mero is.
Oh no, because I didn't know which one. If it was Jesus or Mero, I don't know which one.
Mero
do they not appear to both be black men to you though?
No, one looks Hispanic, one looks. black.
Mero looked black to me.
I'm sorry. No, she's right. He looks mestizo. He looks mixed. He's not. Jesus is clearly the black one. If you see both of them,
I guess you're right.
I view it. One looks Spanish.
Is it because he's attained this huge success and now does that give him credence and credibility to say the N-word? Because that's classist. That's not fair.
That's an interesting point of view because I guess that's where it's like subjectivity because I just said, oh, if you're a Latino living in black skin, then I feel like you can. When I looked at Mero, I thought he was black.
But see, here's the thing to me.
What?
Your sister.
Yeah.
Even though she is in the skin of an Afro-Latina and would, I guess, identify, view to us as someone who's black, to me, knowing that she grew up in a family that was racist or presented.
Oh, my sister says the N-word left and right.
But that's what I'm saying. But to me, even that's with my friend now. To me, I joke all the time and I tell her she's white passing. I be like, bro, don't say the N-word on the phone with me because I know the people that you grew up around are racist. So to me, being that you grew up around people who have that mentality, to me, that takes away the fact that you could use that N-word even more because the people around you showcase that racism, which is why we don't let white people say the word.
Right.
There's a level of oppression behind it. And to me, if you were oppressed in that space and you grew up and the people that you love and around you are oppressing you because of the color of your skin and you being black presenting, I have a problem with you even using that word.